whether you have a large dog like this German Shepherd or a little yappy Chihuahua, the K-9 coach says you can train it to protect your home. And to tell us more, we're joined by the K-9 coach, Floyd Swiden. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Kathy, I hear that your dog is just starting basic obedience?
Yes, we're just starting.
But you want to train him to protect you?
Right.
Is there a reason for that?
I have a very large yard, and I want protection. And also, I'm going to use him for a play therapy dog. I'm a psychotherapist and work with small children, so I wanted a dog that could work with small children but also protect me.
Wow. So you can have a friendly dog that can also protect you.
Yes, you can.
Okay, when you're talking about protection, what do you mean?
It's an alert dog. That's the most common. That's what most people need, is what's called the alert dog. That's a dog that will tell you if someone's sneaking up behind you or in your house. They'll bark if someone touches the windows or touches the doorknob. They'll either do it on your command of watch, or they'll do it on their own.
Okay, she got his attention when you said that. Okay, so usually owners are really disturbed by their dog barking too much, but in this situation, you're trying to get the dog to bark more, it seems like.
Not useless barking, an alert bark to tell you, Mama, somebody's here, or to be barking enough to where it runs the person off who might be messing with your doorknob.
Okay, how do you get the dog to learn to do that?
Some of your first stages are create curiosity. Set the scenario up. Have a friend go out and wiggle the doorknob, and then just say, what was that? What was that? What was that? By showing curiosity, your dog will play off of you.
Okay, so when you try to make a typical situation you want them to bark at, you say, what was that?
Sure.
Okay, that's a good tactic. Okay, now this can happen when you're walking as well, because you want to protect, like a lady's walking.
Yes, yes, you can use a keyword on it. First, they'll tell you that someone's coming up behind you. They'll turn and they'll whoop, like that. And then you can find a keyword that you like, and you can say, watch. The dog will stand between you and that person and continue barking, and that's a pretty good deterrent.
Okay, now what kind of breeds are the best breeds to do this?
Well, German Shepherds are very good at it. Rottweilers are good. Dobermans are good. Your large Mastiff breeds. There's a big, long list of it. Those are some of the best.
Okay, but you say that, you know, from talking to criminals, or you've read books about this, that criminals say that even a yapping Chihuahua will keep them out of a house.
It will. They'll knock on that door. If they hear anything barking, they'll go next door where nothing's barking.
Okay, so you can still, if you have a little wiener dog, if you want a protection dog, could that be considered a protection dog?
You wouldn't do the deterrent as the game or the teaching to be a deterrent dog, but just have one in your house and do the what's that? That'll help you out.
Okay, are there any do's and don'ts?
Well, the do to get started, like I said, do that watch thing to get them started. Don't create a junkyard dog. That's where you're mean to your dog and you just keep them in the yard and they'll bite anything that moves. Don't do that. And of course, there was one more thing on it.
Junkyard, don't sick your dog on
anybody. Yeah, of course. Don't sick your dog on anybody. That's when you can get in real trouble on that one. Yeah, don't sick your dog on anybody.
Okay, now, but you say there are even advanced courses that the dog can take?
There are. There's called personal protection, where if the person did try to reach for someone, they would grab their arm. And then there's also the game version of it. You've probably seen it on TV, called Schutzhund, where they send the dog after a man in a bodysuit. And that's a game that they do, and you can rack up nationwide points on that.
But you say most people don't need that. You just need an alert dog.
You just need what's called the alert dog.
We got to go. But is there a book you're recommending people
It's by Richard A. Walters. It's called Home Dog. It's a very small book, but it's the Bible about teaching your dog to do home protection. Amazon.com has a bunch of used ones.
Okay, and you say he's the best of the best of dog
trainers. He sure is. You'll get a lot of information out of this.
Well, thank you very much for coming. Good luck to you, Kathy.
Thank you very much.
Marcus, very good dog, very well behaved. I'm so impressed. And scared Mike was seeming pretty good this morning as well. Okay, if you have a question for the K-9 coach, you can feel free to send us an email at news@KIITV.com, and in the subject line, write K-9 coach. Okay, 2 college students.